myself, I'm losing myself tonight. Losing myself, I'm losing myself tonight. With your love, with your love, I'm losing myself, I'm losing myself tonight. Losing myself, I'm losing myself tonight. With your love, I'm losing myself. Myself, losing myself, I'm losing myself tonight. Losing myself, I'm losing myself tonight.
Another session for you this morning, so I'll take you through your warm-up and your movement prep, and then we'll get into a block of intervals, and then we'll finish off with a nice Amrap. So first of all, we're going to start off with a 90-90 hip flow, so you're going to take position on the floor. So you're going to start with either your feet out in front of you, so you can just lean back, take some pressure off on your hands, and we're just going to drop our knees so they're creating a 90-90 position with both legs. And we're going to go from one side to the other, so we're going to do 10 on each side. Really push the knees to the floor. As much rotation to those hips as you can. You shouldn't have to be moving the position of your feet. They should be planted and we're just rotating from side to side. Good. I think that's 20. My numeracy skills and talking skills don't work all together, I'm afraid. So your next one is a plank into a pigeon. So we're going to start in a tall plank position, making sure that our arms are nice and straight. And we're going to bring one leg forward, push into that hip, into that pigeon pose, and then we'll switch sides. So we'll do 5 in each. We push that hip into the floor. Good. So our next one's going to be a T-spine quad rotation. In a 4-point position, we're going to drop one arm and thread that needle. Rotation through your thoracic spine. Just 10 in total. Good, now next one then, we're going to do some crossband walks. You're going to need a resistance band for this one. You're going to stand on your band, around about 6 inches or so in between your feet. Cross the band over, make sure you've got plenty of tension, so it's up to you how you hold the band. So I like to loop it around just so you can hold it nice and stable. You're going to point your toes together and you're going to lead with your heels. We're going to walk 10 in each direction. 5, I'm going to split them just so I don't go out of shot. going to do 5 on each side, 5, 5, 5 and 5. 5, but you can just do 10 in each direction. Alright, good. Make sure you really lead in with those heels, okay? You feel that then on the outside of your bum cheek, outside of your legs. So we're going to repeat this 3 times. You'll go back into that 90-90 hip flow. Take position on the floor. Into that 90-90. 10 on each side. Good, that's 10. Really push those knees into the floor. Good. Back into that pigeon pose. So into that tall plank position. Bring that leg in. Drop the hip down. 5 in each side. Back into that T-spine rotation. 10 in total. As much rotation as you can. So back into those crossband walks. So again, make sure you've got plenty of tension on this band. If there's a little slack, just cross it over a little bit lower. Really keep that tension there. Start with your toes together, lead with the heels. 10 on each side. Depending on your room, I'm going 5, 5, 5 and 5. You're going to keep your knees nice and straight. Good. So our last round back into those 90-90s. Where you drop those hips down, or the knees down rather. So halfway. Good, 20. So back into that plank with a pigeon pose. Top arm position, make sure those elbows are nice and straight. Arms are nice and straight from top to bottom. Those quadruped rotations, T-spines. Good, the last lot of your walks. Really concentrate and leading with those toes. And you want to take as wide a step as you possibly can. 10 on each side. Those knees nice and straight. You get this on the outside of your hip. Right, good. So that's our warm up and our movement prep done. So we're going to our next lot, which is our block, which is going to be up based on intervals. So we've got 3 exercises. I'm going to work 40 seconds on and 20 seconds worth of rest, okay? So you're going to complete the exercise for the full 40 seconds, take your rest, catch your breath, and we go straight into the second and the third exercise. So exercise 1 is your body weight or your banded squats. You'll just do squats, nice positioning, star jumps or jumping jacks, and do as many as I can without having a little accident. So you can do any variation. So typically a star jump is where you'll go up and you'll land with taking the both feet off, or you can just do your jumping jack variation. If for whatever reason you can't do the jump and it's too much pressure on your knees or pressure somewhere else, then you can do a step equivalent. Or if you want to add a little bit of weight, you can do both. You can jump with that weight, or you can do the step with the weight. The last one is your mountain climbers. So nice top position, making sure the arms are nice and straight, core nice and engaged, and we're bringing our knees in to our chest in turn for our mountain climbers. So 3 exercises, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, and we shall go in a second. So guys, we're going to start off with our body weight or our banded squats, 40 seconds on me. 3, 2, 1, off you go. Good, so try and work for as long as you can, try and get all the way to the end of the 40 seconds, okay? Take your rest when it's needed. But there is a set period of rest, so try and keep working for as long as you can. Good, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, good, you can rest. So we're going to do star jumps or jumping jacks next, whichever equivalent you can do. So do the step out ones if you need to. Stop and start if you need to as well. Going in 5, 3, 2, 1, off you go. Even out testing my pelvic floor to weight marks there. So I'll get a kettlebell for the next one and do a standing equivalent. Good, rest. So next one's just our mountain climbers. You can get yourself ready on the floor. Nice solid position for your arms. Going in 5, 3, 2, 1, off you go. Going. 5, 3, 2, 1, good. So we're going 3 to 4 rounds on these. Back into those squats next. Going in 5, 3, 2, 1. Off you go. You can mute the heavy breathing when you want. Good. 5, 2, 1, and rest. So guys, my pelvic floor is not what it was. Therefore, I'm going to do an alternative. Whew. Going in 5, 3, 2, 1, off you go. So I'm going to use the kettlebell, press overhead, and step out in turn. You can jump and do this if you like. Then it would definitely be an accident. I will pee myself. You can leave that in. Well, you should do this one. Five, 2, 1, good. Having kids is no joke, you know. Back into those mountain climbers. 3, 2, 1, off you go. You might walk the jiggling around. On this, 4 seconds over. 5, 2, 1. Oh my God. So last round for me. You can do a 4th if you like. Going in 5, 3, 2, 1, back into squats. Good. 5, 2, 1. Good. Oh, last lot of joking star jumps. Going in 5, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Five, 2, 1. Good, we're going in. A few seconds, last little mountain climbers. Going in 5, 3, 2, 1, off you go. Last 5, 2, 1. I'm done. If you want to do another round, guys, you carry on. So I'll take a breath, bit of recovery, and then go into block 2. Oh my God. So the next one we're going to be going through is a 10-minute Amrap. So Amrap stands for as many rounds as possible. So there's going to be 4 exercises. Each exercise will have its own rep range or time. So you just work through those in your own speed and your own time, just making sure that all of your reps are good with proper form. There is going to be an element that's a 30-second hold, so just glance at the timer that's on the screen and time your own 30 seconds with that. So I'll demo each of the exercises first of all, and then we'll go through them. So your first exercise is going to be a kick through. So we're going to go for reps on each side, and I want you to alternate on each side, so I don't want you to just stay on that one side for the full rep. So you're going to take a position where you're in a bear crawl stance to begin with. So your feet will be on the floor. So from this position, you're just going to lift your knees up. And from here, you're going to travel. So one leg's going to come up and it's going to travel through that gap in your arms. So you're going to take one leg out and you're going to travel through, dropping a hip on each side. One leg may travel a lot easier than the other, just depending on what your range of movement is. So take them nice and slow, control, so you don't want you to rush through them, you don't want you to fall over either. Your next one is your hollow hold. So you've got to be working through your core. So from this position, make sure your back is completely pinned to the floor. Connect the ribs and the hips. Depending on what your ability is, it may just be that you'll have a different range of it. So ideally, back pinned to the floor, arms around about head level, legs up, pinning that back to the floor. So if you're like me and you haven't got as much control in a low level, you may just want to take those legs a little bit higher, really concentrating on pushing that back into the floor. Ease off as you need to. Ease off if you need to come in and out at 30 seconds. The idea is that you'll work to that full 30 seconds when you can. So our next exercise will just be a prisoner reverse lunge. We've done them a few times in the past. Hands on your head, reverse lunge, and we're going to go opposite legs. And then the last one is a butterfly sit-up. So again, we're going to be on the floor. So it's similar to the B-sit that we may have done before. So your legs are just going to be slightly parted, and you're going to come up and through. If you can't quite manage that, you can just pop your legs together, and we'll just come up through the knees instead. So we shall start off with those kick throughs. So there's going to be 5 on each side for your kick throughs, 30-second hollow hold, 10 on each leg for your reverse lunges, and then 10 of those butterfly sit-ups. So 10-minute timer, and I'll give you a countdown as and when I can catch a breath. So we'll go for those kick throughs in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Good, so I'm into my hollow hold, so just glance at your own clock. Really pin that back in. Shoulder blade slightly off the floor. Reposition if you need to. I don't even know when I started. we hope. 10 in each leg. I got the least graceful butterfly I've ever seen. So back into those kick throughs for me. Take these nice and slow. I looked at my time and I thought I'd remember. I really aren't. Oh God, I can't put my back on the floor. Oh, thank God for that. So your alternative, your butterflies, keep the knees apart and the feet together. So guys, we're nearly halfway. So we're going to our hollow hold. Legs absolutely vertical. I'm going to cheat. Place my hands underneath my bum. I'll keep that back in. So if any of you struggle, keep that back down. Do an alternative like I just did. Good. Back to those kick throughs. We've got 3 and a bit minutes left. Stop and start when you need. Make sure your form is good. So back into these hollow holds for me. I'm gonna do a cheat version. My hands on my bum. Off we go. Thirdly, I'm into our last minute. Oh, see if we can get as much of this last round in. The last 30 seconds. Dig in last bit. Maybe in a second try. Well done. So, as you can see, I'm dying. So I'll take a rest, get some water. I shall see you in the next one.